Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Well, Sonia G and her artisans in Japan have been very, very busy, which is a good thing because it gives me the honor of being able to present yet another of their collaborative efforts, new Sonia G products. And we've had quite a few in the past few months. We had the mini buffer, which I was able to show you a few months back, and I will link that below. And we had the To the Moon and Back double-sided towel, which I will also link my review to below. But today we have two new items as part of the holiday 2020 Sonia G collection. I am really honored to be able to show you my first look at the brand new Walnut brush holder in this box here, and the Keyaki Brush Set, the mini brush set. So we're gonna show them. I've got some light makeup on today, so we're gonna even play with the brushes a little bit to heighten the look that I am wearing today right now. And everything that I talk about, everything I wear will be linked below for your purchasing pleasure. So let's get started. The first thing I want to talk about is the Walnut brush holder. What I have here first, before we open the brand new one, filled with my Sonia G brushes, is the original Sonia G Walnut brush collection. And this guy had little movable inserts and slots, and I know that our new one doesn't. So let's compare those two. First of all, it comes in this gorgeous box. Everything that Sonia G does is done with such grace and humility, and I could just go on and on and on. Sonia G is a good person, and she's an intelligent person and a knowledgeable person, and that they just like feed off of each other, and it infuses this kind of beauty throughout her products. And I really do mean that. That is not just said as something to be kind. Anyone who's had any contact with Sonia G will know that what I'm saying is very accurate. So this kind of beauty runs throughout. It's just part of her being and her aesthetic. So here we have this lovely, as you see, tissue paper with these, then we're gonna break the Sonia G seal on it. Ooh, and here is the new brush holder. So, oh, and it's got this beautiful almost scent to the wood. Okay, so let's talk about it. Now that we've got it out, I really want to show you these laser engraved cranes. And cranes in Japan are the symbol for love, happiness, fidelity, and longevity. And they're just laser engraved on the walnut wood. Now let's compare the sizes, okay? So here we go, here's a full one. Now this new brush holder, the little slots don't move, no big deal, but it's just a difference. We have it as just a little bit longer, as you can see, and a little bit, the heights are the same, but it is definitely, let me adjust my handle there, it's definitely a tad bit longer. This will also fit chubbier brushes. You can also use it for pens and things of that nature. Let me look at the luck that I got. Look at the beauty of the walnut, and the way everybody's grain will be different, of course, because it depends on the pieces of wood that you get. But these are coated wood. They're stain resistant if you get any makeup on it or anything like that. And I'm getting all of the information about all of these items we're talking about from Sonia G's blog, which is sweetmakeuptemptations.com. And of course, I will link that below. I'm sure you've been onto Sonia G's site before if you are a fan of her phenomenal brushes. If not, I do encourage you to check that out. So this is going to be an amazing asset to my collection. It is, I am terribly sorry to say, sold out currently, but they expect a restock come, if I'm not wrong, January or February. And you can use the link that I provided below to sign up to be notified when it is back. It is $190, if I did not say so already, and expected to restock around January or February, which really, princesses, is pretty much right around the corner, isn't it? All right, let's talk about the Keyaki Brush Set. So this is a mini brush set, and I'm going to show you here. Comes in this beautiful tissue paper. Again, presentation is everything, and that's part of the artisanal craft. Okay, so here we have the brushes in their little plastic still. We have 2 face brushes and 3 eye brushes. And as you can see already, they have shorter handles. This makes them, as I remove them from their casing here, this makes them either fantastic for travel or fantastic for those of you who simply prefer a shorter brush handle. Okay, now this is made from Keyaki wood, and the full name, so I don't get it wrong, I'll look, is Keyaki Surratt wood. Correct me if I said that incorrectly. I hope I did not. And that is wood that is native to Japan, and I also hear to other parts of Asia, Korea, and such as well. This wood, so let me show you this gorgeous, gorgeous deep brown wood. Ooh, God, it's just as pretty. So let me show you this wood. This is a very strong wood, and I learned from Sonia G's website is used in Japan for temple construction, furniture, Buddhist altars. It has a very unique pattern to the wood and a very matte finish. And of course we top it with this really beautiful matte black ferrule. So we're going to talk about each of these brushes. Let's start with the eye brushes. Okay, so we have 3 eye brushes here, and if the shapes look familiar to you, you're not wrong. These 3 brushes and the brush shapes are the same as the Permanent Sky Collection brushes, with some small differences. So we have here, the eye brushes we have here are the Flat Definer, the Mini Booster, so let me make this clearer, I'm sorry, the Flat Definer, we're gonna look at them a little bit more in a moment, the Mini Booster, and the Jumbo Blender. Again, if you recognize these, they would be the same 3 that were in the Sky set. Different handle, of course. This is our Keyaki wood. Very different handle. This is our Blue Sky wood. But the shapes are the same. Let's look, just looking here at the flat brush. You're going to notice the color, of course. But there is a length difference. That's the difference in the length. Everything else is exactly the same, except, as you notice, we have undyed goat hair. The difference between the dyed goat hair in the Sky set and the undyed here is that you can use undyed on both creams and powders. So it's also very versatile. Here is the difference in the Mini Booster. Everything is the top, undyed, dyed goat hair. And then let me show you the difference in the length. So I'm holding them exactly the same at the top. It's a little shorter. And let's look at the Jumbo Blender. Again, you will recognize that. And when I even them out at the top, I'll show you the difference in length right there. So this is a little bit of a smaller set, but the shape, if it's a shape you like, you'll be familiar with, but you can also use with cream. So that's kind of pretty useful. For me, these will be amazing for travel. If you're interested though in a new shape of brush, the 2 face brushes are brand new to Sonia G's collection. We have the Mini Base and the Classic Face. So the Mini Base is right here. Make sure I'm holding this right. Yes, the Mini Base is right here. Now this can be used for, here's our little short handle there, cream, liquids, it can be used for powder. This little guy is a combination of undyed Sokoho goat hair and synthetic. Okay, it's got a little bit of a synthetic fibers in there as well, which makes it great for like liquid foundations. We're going to try that out in a moment. And then we have our classic face brush. Now this is all goat hair, but it is a combination, this little guy, of dyed and undyed goat hair. Okay, so that's a little bit of a combo right there. Let's try them out. So I have got kind of a light face of makeup, kind of an everyday light face, and I thought I would bring my little mirror up here and we give some of these guys a try, starting out with our face brush. Now, the Mini Base, I want to put on a little bit of concealer and a little bit of some kind of liquid highlighter. So let me take some concealer here. I've had a little bit of breakouts and just kind of put that there. Now remember, this little guy is a combination of synthetic and goat. So I can just kind of stipple that in, if you see what I'm doing here. Look how beautifully that kind of covers the little imperfections that I left there. Look at the way that handles cream product just beautifully. A little under the eyes. Look at that. Now I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I love this. And I generally put it under my makeup, but I'm going to actually put some at the tips of my little cheekbones there, what cheekbones I have. And I'm going to take our brush here and just kind of blend that in because it's beautiful with liquids. And it just blends it in. It didn't disturb. I do have foundation underneath, and it did not disturb that foundation. Before we go in on the eyes, let's use our cheek brush for two things. First, I'm going to use it for a powder highlighter. I'm using the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude Glow. So let's just put a powder right over what I've got going on already. And then I'm going to actually go ahead and use this for blush. And I know that I'd be getting the highlighter onto my blush, but I'm fine with that. And I have the Patrick Ta Major Headlines Dual Blush here in She's So LA. And the reason I chose this not only is because I love Patrick Ta blush, but also because there is a cream and a powder. And we're going to start with the cream, which this brush is just fine with. It's right there on the brush. And just kind of get that onto the cheek, moving up, back into the cream. That's almost enough of a nice look, but let's go into the powder. Really gives it a staying powder. Now, power. Now this is interesting. Generally, when I do that, this is actually very interesting. Generally, when I do that, if I'm not careful, I will get a poof of the dark portion of the powder stuck right there to the cream. And as you see, and I was talking through it, so you would have noticed it did not happen at all with this application. The difference a nice brush can make, princesses. Now, I am also on my eyes today wearing a little bit of this new by Terry Paris Mon Amour palette. And I thought we would go in with our mini booster here and add a little bit of a defining color to it. So I'm going to go in here to this last color. I really don't have much color in the crease. I like the mini booster for a number of reasons. It's a really good brush. Look at how beautifully that just works in the color there. It's a really good brush just for adding a little bit of definition. It's also a fantastic brush for those of us with hooded eyes. I have slightly hooded eyes and I have uneven hooded eyes, so it's even more of a problem. And the mini booster for those of us with eyes like mine or even more hooded was getting rave reviews when it came in the Sky set. And now here we have it. I just used it in the Sky, silly me. And now I'm going to go in again and show you it. Even more now. Actually, not silly me, because I kind of like that. I can show you how they both work. That was another happy mistake that I'm famous for, but I'm kind of glad I did. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Gosh, I love this brush. All right, I'm going to use the flat definer to go into that same color and smoke out under the eyes. And I do like my happy accident because you got to see that they work entirely the same. And look how much better my eyes look now that I have gone in with that. Now you're going to say, what about the jumbo blender? Well, we're going to use one on one eye and one on the other, so you'll see. Let's just kind of put this on here, just all over the eye with the Sky Set Jumbo Blender. And then we're going to do it, whoops, on the other side with the new brush. You know what? You want to hear something funny? I have small hands. I love the Sky Set. You're never going to part me from my Sonia G Sky Set, but I got to be honest with you guys. I have small hands, and I kind of like working with this better. Like, I thought I was going to save these for travel when we travel again, but I need to be entirely honest with you. I don't think I'm going to. This, for my hand, And for my kind of small eyes, you know, I'm only 5'2". I'm a little person, and I'm just, wow. Yeah, this size handle, though for so many it might be for travel, for Rebecca here, this is every day. And I wouldn't have noticed that had I not made that happy accident of just kind of not thinking and chatting away and originally using the sky brush on one eye. Then I realized how much I like having this kind of mini brush. So I thought I was going to save this for travel, but I'm realizing now not so much. At time of filming, these are still available, and I better get my tush in gear and get over there and get another set of these before they are gone, because oh my gosh, I think I'm kind of in love. I was planning to come on here and use it and tell you that I'm going to put them away and then pull them out when we travel again, but that's just not going to happen. These are glorious. I don't know what's nicer, their beauty or their usefulness. I am torn between both. If you have not treated yourself, if you are a makeup lover, and if you're watching this channel, you are, and if you spend, let's face it, a pretty penny on your makeup, and you have not treated yourself to artisanal Japanese brushes, and if you have not treated yourself to some of Sonia G's brushes, you will regret it. It is completely changing the makeup game, and I don't know how much Sonia G herself is hearing this, but for my little tiny hands, these slightly shorter brushes are it. This is it. I'm just, thank you, Sonia G. Beautiful stuff. I can't wait to move in to my new brush holder. Let me just smell the wood. Oh God, it's beautiful. If you are envious, if you did not give this and you are envious, I understand. I'm envious of me right now. This stuff is gorgeous. Let me know what you think. If you haven't tried a Sonia G brush and you'd like to know where to start, feel free to throw a comment down below or hit me up on Instagram. Let me know if you got yours yet and what you think, although trust me, I know what you think, and it's all good. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And if you have not already done so, the greatest compliment that you can give to me is to subscribe to my channel. I'm growing. I'm approaching a year and a few months of being on YouTube, not quite there. And I'm hoping to be at 2,000 by then. So I would love for your support, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye. Thank you, Sonia G.